Hey, it's the Toxic Ring Scandal. Give you RKO like Randall. Today we are going to talk about did Shawn Michaels really lose his smile? Now, this is when Shawn Michaels had a knee injury back in 1997. He came out to the ring on the episode of a special Monday Night Raw, which was on a Thursday. And he said he had a knee injury and he was going to relinquish the title. He was saying how he lost his smile, that he had no toughness in him. There was a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain that he was going through. He also mentioned how he was the top guy for the past year and how it's been a great year for him because he previously became champion in 1996 for the first time in his career. And this happened at WrestleMania 12 when he defeated Bret Hart in the Iron Man Championship match for the WWE Championship, which he did defeat Bret Hart. But there's a lot of speculation over the years saying that he really did have a knee injury and he did not want to lose the championship back to Bret Hart at the following year, WrestleMania 13, which was in 1997, because he didn't want to lose to Bret. Now, originally before he announced him vacating the championship, it was supposed to be a Final Four in Your House pay-per-view match of himself, Bret Hart, Psycho Sid, and Stone Cold Steve Austin for the WWE Championship. But obviously he wasn't in that match, so he was not a part of it since he relinquished the title. Now, it turns out that Bret Hart did end up winning that event. He was the champion, but it was only for a day, as Psycho Sid defeated Bret Hart that next day, and he became the WWE champion. Now, Shawn Michaels did end up making his return a few months later, and Bret Hart was very upset about that because he believes Shawn Michaels faked the injury or embellished the injury, and he really wasn't that hurt as he stated before. There was even shots of him doing backflips in the ring. Basically, Bret Hart thought as he was trying to throw in his face. But there also is proof. If you look here, that Shawn Michaels in his old trunks, he has the knee pads on. Now, since he did come back in 1997 with the knee injury, remember he was forced to retire in 1998 in his casket match with The Undertaker. And he came back in 2002, which was initially part-time and ended up becoming full-time. Now, if you look here, he's not wearing the same tights as he was previously in the other picture. He's wearing chaps. Now, they have been saying over the years, I did research, that there were knee braces under those chaps. That's why he wore a different style of pants. And he wore that in his second run up into his second retirement in 2010. So I do believe that he was dealing with knee issues over the years. It's just he continued to wrestle. It didn't stop him from wrestling. But he did have a history of bad knees, because he did not wear these same chaps in his initial run, as you see in the other photo here. He wore regular tights, and he had the knee pads over it. But as he got older and his career progressed, he started having more knee issues. So I do believe, to some speculation, he did have bad knee problems. But they say he still could have defended the belt against Bret Hart, and he could have dropped it to him. But that was the old Shawn Michaels in the 90s that a lot of people did not like. They had a lot of backstage heat with over the years, until he came back in 2002 and cleaned himself up. I do remember Shawn Michaels in his retirement speech for the WWE Hall of Fame. He mentioned that he thanked Vince McMahon for dealing with him for so many years, because he knew he was hard to deal with backstage, not just by his peers, but also by upper management and Vince McMahon himself. But that's all I have regarding did Shawn Michaels really lose his smile. Until then, it is OUT.